So let me ask you something right off the bat. Are you just totally exhausted by the feeling of being trapped in the traditional economic system? You know the drill, right? It's that universally accepted path where you trade your limited time for a paycheck, save a tiny fraction of it, and just kind of cross your fingers and hope for the best 40 years down the line. Well, our source material isn't about playing it safe within those established rules. It actually explores the secret advantages that people at the very top allegedly use to completely rewrite the rules of the game. It's all about shifting your mindset from just participating in the economy to actively mastering it.
All right, we are kicking off this countdown with blueprint number 3. And this one completely shatters the illusion that you need some fancy Wall Street pedigree to actually win the financial game.
The source points straight to Peter Lynch's One Up on Wall Street. And the core philosophy here is honestly brilliant because it's just so simple. Buy what you know. Look, as an everyday consumer, you actually have a massive secret advantage. You're out there spotting emerging trends in your own neighborhood or your industry, way before those analysts sitting in their giant skyscrapers even have a clue. In fact, Lynch famously pointed out that you can find incredible investments just by paying attention to everyday things. Noticing everyone's buying a specific brand of pantyhose or seeing a massive line at the new local donut shop. This foundational text is all about empowering you. It teaches you how to leverage your everyday observations so you can spot the winners early and basically beat the traditional financial experts at their own game.
Okay, moving right along to blueprint number 2. We're shifting gears from active investing and stepping directly into the realm of the automated wealth machine.
And that brings us to Tim Ferriss's The 4-Hour Workweek. The absolute game changer here is decoupling your time from your income. Instead of grinding away at a linear 9-to-5, this blueprint is all about building what he calls muse businesses. Think of them as these small, highly scalable ventures that just quietly generate cash flow in the background without needing you to manage them all day. It introduces these wild concepts like outsourcing your mundane tasks, using geo-arbitrage, and setting up automated systems so the money keeps flowing even while you are literally fast asleep. It represents a total restructuring of how we value our time versus our income. It's arguing for active lifestyle design over just climbing some traditional corporate ladder.
Let's take a quick second to look at the journey so far. Invest, automate, escape. These are really logical sequential building blocks. Investing like a pro gives you that initial capital growth and a solid financial foundation. Then, automating your income buys back your time and completely removes the ceiling on what you can earn. Those first 2 steps are absolutely crucial prerequisites, because once you master the mechanics of money and figure out how to leverage your time, you're finally ready for the ultimate paradigm shift.
Which brings us to number 1. If the first 2 books kind of bend the rules of the traditional economy, our source highlights this final blueprint as the one that literally shatters them.
So, what does it mean to be unscripted? Well, it means taking society's traditional economic script and just completely tearing it up. The massive, life-changing promise here is simple: escape the rat race. The author, M.J. DeMarco, basically argues that if you want true wealth, you have to step entirely outside that slow lane mentality. The whole pinch your pennies and wait 50 years to retire thing. Instead, you need a radical mindset shift. You have to go from being a consumer to a producer. So instead of just buying everyone else's products, your goal is to build systems and businesses that actually solve massive problems for people. Our source frames this as the ultimate forbidden knowledge, purely because it gives you the exact, mathematically sound exit strategy to take total control over your life, your money, and your future.
So, as we wrap up this explainer, I'm going to leave you with a pretty provocative question. You now have the 3 blueprints. You know how to leverage your everyday advantage to invest like a pro with One Up on Wall Street. You know how to automate your time and income with the 4-Hour Workweek. And you know how to escape the whole system by shifting from consumer to producer with Unscripted. The flaws in the traditional economic path are completely out in the open now. So, what are you going to do? Are you going back to the standard script, or are you going to use these concepts to forge your own path? The choice is entirely in your hands. Thanks for hanging out with me for this deep dive. Keep learning, keep questioning, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.